My name is Heather, and I'm part of the Josiah Venture Camps team. We've created this video for you so that you can properly teach a LAPS exercise. It will be broken up into 3 parts. The first part will be done in English so that you can know how to teach the LAPS exercise. The second part will be done in Czech so you can feel what the students will feel like in your class learning a foreign language. Then the third part of the video will be done in English, again to help you be a better LAPS exercise teacher. The first activity is called Do and Listen. Students point to the picture on the map and teachers properly say the phrases.
Push up. Push. Very good, very good. Plank. Excellent. Jumping jacks.
The second activity is called Listen and Do. Students will point to any picture on the map they choose, while the teacher says, "You do such activity" that they pointed to on the map.
You do 10 push-ups. You do 10 crunches. You do 10 jumping jacks.
Step 3 is called True or False. The teacher will point to any picture on the map while saying a phrase. If the phrase is true, students will say yes. If it's incorrect, they will say no, and the teacher will repeat the proper phrase.
I did 10 push-ups.
Yes.
Okay. I did 10 crunches.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I did 10 planks.
No.
No. I did 10 jumping jacks.
Step 4 is Listen, Mimic, Do. Teachers will say a phrase, students will point to the proper phrase and repeat that phrase.
Do 10 crunches.
Do 10 crunches.
Okay, great. Do 10 push-ups.
Do 10 push-ups.
Great. Okay. Do 10 jumping jacks.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Step 5 is Tell and Observe. One student will say a particular phrase. The rest of the class will then mimic that phrase and point to the proper picture on the map.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Do 10 jumping jacks. Do 10 jumping jacks.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Step 6 is questions. The teacher will ask a particular question. The students will then point to the proper picture on the map while repeating the proper phrase associated with it.
Did you do 10 push-ups?
I did 10 push-ups.
Okay. Did you do 10 jumping jacks?
I did 10 jumping jacks.
Okay. All right. Did you do 10 crunches?
I did 10 crunches.
Step 7 is Do, Listen, Mimic. Each student will take turns pointing to the different pictures on the map. The teacher will then say the proper phrase and all students will mimic that phrase.
Okay. Do 10 push-ups.
Do 10 push-ups.
Okay. Go again. Okay. Do 10 jumping jacks.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Okay. One more. Okay. Do 10 crunches.
Do 10 crunches.
Step 8 is Observe and Tell. Teachers will point to a picture on the map. Students will try and properly say the phrase and point to the proper picture. Teachers will then repeat that phrase, and students will then repeat it after them once again.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Okay. Do 10 jumping jacks.
Do 10 jumping jacks.
Okay.
Do 10 push-ups.
Do 10 push-ups.
Do 10 push-ups.
Great.
Step 9 is Do and Tell. Students will take turns pointing to pictures on the map and saying the correct phrase associated with it. After they say the phrase, the teacher will then repeat the phrase and all students together will then repeat it.
Do 10 planks.
Do 10 planks.
Do 10 planks.
Do 10 crunches.
Do 10 crunches.
Do 10 crunches.
Step 10 is Write. The teacher will write all the phrases that were learned during this activity on the board, and all students will copy them into their journals. Step 1 is point and listen. Students will take turns pointing to the different pronoun cards. The teacher will then say the appropriate pronoun associated with that card.
Já, on nebo ona, my, oni.
Step 2 is do and listen. Students will take the pronoun cards and put them on the different pictures on the map. The helper will then say the pronoun along with the picture.
Ona udělala plank. Oni dělali jumping jacky. Já dělala sklapovačky. My jsme dělali kliky.
Step 3 is listen and do. The teacher will say a pronoun and one of the pictures on the map. The students will then try and place the proper pronoun on the proper picture.
A on dělal sklapovačky. A my jsme dělali plank. Oni dělali kliky. A my jsme dělali sklapovačky.
Step 4 is true or false. The teacher will put a pronoun card on top of a picture and will say either a true or false statement. Students will then either say yes if it's true or no if it's incorrect. Either way, the teacher should repeat the proper pronoun and phrase.
Ona dělala plank.
Ano.
Ano.
My jsme dělali sklapovačky.
Ne.
Ne. Oni dělali sklapovačky.
Ano.
A my jsme dělali kliky.
Ne.
Ne. My jsme dělali jumping jacky.
Ano.
The fifth activity is listen, mimic, do. The teacher will say a pronoun and a picture on the map. The students will then try and place the proper pronoun on the right picture and then repeat the phrase together.
Já dělala kliky.
Já dělala kliky.
Oni dělali sklapovačky.
Oni dělali sklapovačky.
On držel plank.
On držel plank.
Step 6 is questions. The teacher will ask questions and the students will then place the proper pronoun on the picture and repeat the answer together.
Dělala jsi jumping jacky?
Já dělala jumping jack.
Čau. A dělala jsi kliky?
Já dělal kliky.
Chris. A dělal jsi sklapovačky?
Já dělal slabovačky.
Step 7 is tell and observe. One student will say a pronoun and a phrase. The rest of the class, including the teacher, will then place the proper pronoun on the map and repeat the phrase together.
Já dělala jumping jacket.
Já dělala jumping jacky.
Oni dělali kliky.
Oni dělali kliky.
On dělal plank.
On dělal plank.
Step 8 is do, listen, mimic. Students will take turns placing a pronoun card on the picture. The teacher will then say the proper pronoun and proper picture while the students repeat after the teacher.
Oni dělali jumping jacky.
Oni dělali jumping jacky.
Ona dělala kliky.
Ona dělala kliky.
Já dělala sklapovačky.
Já dělala sklapovačky.
Step 9 is observe and tell. The teacher will put a pronoun card on one of the pictures. The students will then try and properly say the pronoun along with the phrase.
Oni dělali sklabovačky.
Oni dělali sklapovačky.
Oni dělali sklapovačky.
Step 10 is do and tell. Students will take turns placing a pronoun card on a picture and saying the proper phrase. The teacher will then repeat the proper phrase, then all students will repeat that phrase together.
Мы делали склаповачки.
My dělali sklapovačky.
Мы делали склаповачки.
Oni dělali jumping jacky.
Oni dělali jumping jacky.
Oni dělali jumping jacky.
Step 11 is write. The teacher will write all the new phrases on the board and students will copy these phrases into their copybooks. Part 3 is adding time cards. The first step is point and listen. Students will take turns pointing to the time cards and the teacher will repeat the proper phrase.
Today, yesterday, tomorrow.
Step 2 is do and listen. Students will take turns placing the pronoun card, the time card, onto the picture. The teacher will then say the time, the pronoun, and the phrase together in a sentence.
Today, I did push-ups. Tomorrow, they will do crunches.
Step 3 is listen and do. The teacher will say a pronoun, time, and phrase together in a sentence. The students will then put the proper pronoun card, the proper time card, onto the picture on the map.
Today, she did push-ups. Yesterday, we did planks. Tomorrow, we will do jumping jacks.
Step 4 is true and false. The teacher will put a pronoun card and a time card on one of the pictures on the map. He'll either make a true or a false sentence about them. The student should say yes if true and no if false. The teacher should then repeat the proper phrase after.
Today, she did planks.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yesterday, they did jumping jacks. No.
Wrong.
Tomorrow, they will do jumping jacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Step 5 is listen, mimic, do. The teacher will say a pronoun, a time, and the picture in a sentence. The students will then repeat the sentence while trying to place the proper pronoun card, time card onto the picture.
Today, I do push-ups.
Today,
I do push-ups.
Today, I do push-ups. Okay, next. Tomorrow, we will do jumping jacks.
Tomorrow we will do jumping jacks.
Tomorrow, we will do jumping jacks.
Step 6 is question. The teacher will ask a question. The students will then answer using a pronoun card, a time card, and the picture on the map.
Joseph, will you do crunches tomorrow?
yes, I will do crunches tomorrow.
Bara, did you do planks yesterday?
Yes, I did planks yesterday.
Step 7 is tell and observe. Students will take turns saying sentences. Then the rest of the class, including the teacher, will take the proper pronoun card, the proper time card, and place them onto the picture.
She will do crunches tomorrow.
She will do crunches tomorrow.
We will do jumping jacks today.
We will do jumping jacks today.
Step 8 is do, listen, mimic. Students will take turns placing a pronoun card and a time card onto the picture. The teacher will then say the proper sentence associated with this. Then the class together will repeat this sentence.
Yesterday, I did jumping jacks.
Yesterday, I did jumping jacks.
Tomorrow, we will do push-ups.
Tomorrow, we will do push-ups.
Step 9 is observe and tell. The teacher will place a pronoun card and a time card onto the picture. The students will then try to properly say the sentence. The teacher will then say the proper sentence and all students will repeat.
We do
Do
push-ups today.
Okay. We do push-ups today.
We do push-ups today.
Step 10, do and tell. The students will put a pronoun card and a time card onto the map and say the proper sentence. The teacher will then repeat the proper sentence, then all students will repeat after the teacher.
They do plank today.
They do planks today.
They do planks today.
Step 11 is write. The teacher will write all the new phrases on the board while students copy these phrases into their journals. We hope that this LAPS video was helpful for you and you gained a better understanding of how to run the LAPS exercise. Remember to look at the instructions in the back of your English curriculum for further instruction. We're waiting for you and we're praying for you. We know God is going to do great things through your team this summer.